Starting our day with our 150 milligrams of caffeine, activating the sympathetic nervous system, then 41 milligrams of sugar. What is that doing to our pancreas? It's causing our children to be insulin resistant. It is causing them to want more and more sugar throughout the day. They're spiking their blood sugar, and then that blood sugar is collapsing. As that blood sugar is spiking, they're unruly, they're unfocused, and they're not able to round up and to really get the learning done that needs to get done. And then guess what happens on the way down? On the way down, they crash and they can't focus and they're tired and they're unmotivated. They don't want to do anything. They're falling asleep in class and they're feeling depressed. This is a tactic. This is a tool. This is a flesh-building, flesh-feeding tool that the enemy will use for an adult, but for a sixth grader doesn't stand a chance. They're going to drink this, they're going to feel the high from this, and they are going to have no turning back. They're not going to know how to not do this anymore because they're going to become addicted to it. And then the next day they're going to need it, and the next day they're going to need it, and the next day they're going to need it. And no one is stopping them from having it. They're going to get stuck in this state with their nervous system, and they're going to change their blood sugar patterns, and it's going to make them desire for more sugar and for more carbohydrates, putting them in an insulin resistant state. Guys, we've got to stand for this kind of stuff. I know you think, let's create balance. I, in fact, even had someone tell me that today, which I respect where she's coming from. She doesn't give her kids caffeine. She doesn't, but she said to me, now you know when they become adults, there is something called balance. They're going to have to be able to make decisions as adults. They're not adults when they're in sixth grade. They're not adults when they're in fifth grade, and they can walk up and they can get addicted to a substance at that young of an age and have it change their brain and have them need that dopamine release every single morning. We need to talk about balance, and we need to understand choosing something like this 20% of the time is not creating balance in our body. It is yet, in fact, creating the imbalance. This stuff is poison to our children's bodies, and it should not be made available and that easily accessible. It's one thing if they're 16 and they're out on their own. This is in a school.